All right, good morning, everyone. It is Mindset Monday, June 1st of Lead Connect Grow here. Today's might be a little different one for me here, so I may just kind of fly off the seat of my pants a little bit here, but my topic is outliers and excuses. So we all kind of know what an outlier is. An outlier is one of the things that's at the very end of a spectrum. There are little odds of happening usually, so it's a small thing like that. But right now we're kind of living. The COVID-19 thing is really an outlier time. This is an unprecedented time with this, and so I wanted to talk about kind of what's been our excuses, what's been our responses, and all that stuff. And it's a little different even as of this past week here. It's kind of like we're living in 1918 and 1968 all put together here, because we've got a couple different things going on out there. And so with an outlier event, it shows us what's possible, and any outlier event out there shows us what's possible on good sides or on bad sides. And what I think in this time here we need to, be thinking about is a lot of outlier events are not going to happen that we use an excuse for, that we can't, do something, or we're not going to do something or whatever. And right now, with what's going on just recently this past week here, I want you to, and with the COVID-19, and we're in truly kind of unauthorized or times that haven't really happened before. So what's your response to this all? And it got me thinking about, have you been responding? In reality, we're seeing some responses to what happened to an outlier event with the George Floyd incident. But now with our response to our own business, how are we going to respond? Are we going to burn down our business? Is that a smart play? Probably not the perfect response, as it isn't with the protesting going on. There's a positive way to get the results that you want. And so what I want you to think about with this is what we got to get out of the outlier mentality right now, because we are living in an outlier time. With it, it's hard to see the finish line maybe. I want you to focus a little bit more on a small step, a positive step. And last week I talked about listings being where you need to go. And so this week I really want you to focus on getting a listing. How do you getting a listing? Whatever you're doing with your affirmations, your affirmation is, I'm getting a listing this week. Your mindset, I'm a listing machine. All of your calls, your notes, I want everything to be focused on getting a listing with this. That's how you'll change your business. That's a positive response to this. And you need to be really moving forward with this. This is not a time to sit back anymore. Things are opening up. We've got to get out of the fuzz of what's going on, and looking at what's the worst that can happen, all the big things that we're seeing. Right now, the news is only talking about outlier events. You'll see it on the good ways. You see the lady who's 103 years old who survived COVID, and she's drinking a Bud Light. Well, that's probably not going to happen for most people. So it's a nice little story, but it's not really reality for most of us. You're going to hear about the people who've had their best real estate ever going on in this. And it does happen, but it's not reality for most of us. Right now, I think about this. We've got the best seller's market in real estate we've probably ever had in St. Louis. And you are going to have to work twice as hard as ever to do this. Why? Because there's lower inventory. So working with a buyer sucks kind of, because you got you're in multiple offers. You're showing them lots more houses, doing that. Going to fight for the listings is much tougher now. The people that you're that you're working with, half of them are afraid. So they're going to sit back and watch this out. So listings you would have had are not happening. So just be prepared. It's neither good nor bad. It just is. You're going to have to work twice as hard to get the same result in the best selling market that we've ever had. That's not bad. That's not good. That's reality. So with this, I really want you to, to focus on reality, small steps, what you can do. Your mindset is, I'm going to get a listing this week. I'm going to do that. I'm actually putting on some listing workshops. So we've got one this Wednesday. I think it's full. And on the 3rd, we've got one on the 10th. Also, they're at 10 a.m. out of Chesterfield. They're limited to like 6 or 7 people. And I think that one's full also. But I will do as many of these as needed for everyone to do it. These are not going to be on video because video right now, when I do this, I'm just throwing darts out there and hoping I hit somebody with this. And I don't know where your mindset's at or whatever. There, the thing will be all about you. So how I can help you with your listing consultation, how to get listings for you, what you're comfortable with, what your skill set is, and how to overcome objections and how to want objections. So if contact Tim if you want. If you didn't get in one of the first 2, I will do one like, so we're on June 10th, I think from 10 to 12 or something like that. I would do one in the afternoon on June 10th from 1 to 3. If people want to do that, get a hold of Tim or give him other times that you might do it. But I'm willing to do those. That's where you're going to jumpstart your business. That's how you're going to survive this. And that's where you need to be focused on at this point. By the way, you need to send 2 notes out today also with this. The other thing I'm just going to throw out there is the outliers and the excuses. And it got me thinking, and I'm going to get real with myself here with this for you, because I want you guys to go deep in yourself. I've dealt with a lot of stuff over the years, and I thought I handled it pretty well. And when I got thinking about this, I realized I really got one unresolved thing that I didn't recover from as a little kid. So I'm about 6 years old, and it's with a dentist, and it's hampered me my whole life. So I'm 6 years old, about going to the dentist, and he is about 6'6", maybe 300, 350, something like that. He looked like King Kong to me with that. And so back then I was about a pack a day candy cigarette man. So I had a cavity. And so he comes in there, his fingers are the size of turkey drumsticks. He's telling me he's going to give me a Mickey Mouse shot, sticks it in my mouth. I bit down on a couple of those drumsticks, and after about 2 minutes, let go. We looked at each other and both realized we probably never wanted to see each other again. And so it's hindered me my whole life, and it's one of those things I've got to, I realize that's the one thing I really have never totally resolved with. So it's something that I need to focus on, get myself going, and it's with it. So look deep in your past. Is there a outlier out there? I mean, most people don't have King Kong for a dentist, so I realize there's probably other ones out there too. So think about what you've got going on, but you are getting a listing this week. That's how you're going to thrive in this. Focus on listings. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.